Sherman. I'm the barley breeder here at Montana State University, and I wanted to talk briefly about what we hope will be our next release from the Barley Breeding Program. We plan to release this forage line that we made this cross back in 2015, the first year that I began the program, and it's a cross between Lavina and a variety called Cowboy. Cowboy's much taller than Lavina, but it doesn't have as good a grain yield as Lavina. And so by combining the two, what we've done is we have the high grain yield that you can see from Lavina and the greater height from Cowboy, which will provide more biomass for forage. Another advantage we see to this line is it's a little bit later developing, and it tillers a little bit more than Lavina as well. You can see some late tillers as you look down into the mass of the plot, and the later development will improve the quality. My graduate student Tracy Hoagland has found that later developing material, as it develops the soft dough stage of the seed, that improves the quality. And then having the more tillers will also provide more biomass. So we're excited about this line because it'll be an improvement on the lines that we already have in Montana that will maintain grain yield, but then provide more biomass for the growers. Remind you about our newest malt barley line and just tell you why we released it. So here we have Buzz growing to my right and one of its parents, Hocket, growing to my left. Hocket was well liked by growers. It has plumps, even on dryland condition, good plump seed, but sometimes it has too high of protein. So the previous breeder, Tom Blake, crossed some low protein lines with Hocket, and that's how we came up with Buzz. So Buzz is Hocket with the low protein gene. The low protein gene makes Hocket, one of its effects is it makes Buzz head earlier, and thereby it's shorter. So you can see that Buzz is quite a bit shorter than Hocket. And that solves the lodging problems that Hocket has. Buzz does not lodge as much as Hocket does. But the real advantage to Buzz is in its malt quality. So it yields similarly to Hocket, but its malt quality is much more stable. Under almost any condition that we've tested it, its protein is low. So it has lower protein than Hocket, even under dryland conditions. And so it will ensure that a grower can make malt. The barley he will produce will have low enough protein that he can sell it for malt. Another big advantage of Buzz over Hocket is in its speed of hydration. It goes through the malt process more quickly than Hocket does. And this could be a benefit to maltsters. So we're really excited about this line, Buzz. We named it after a grower that's been so supportive of the Barley Breeding Program, Buzz Matlin. So when you see Buzz growing, be sure to let Buzz Matlin know that it's around the state. Thanks.